I met him at 13, got married at 15 because I was pregnant. I was married 41 years. And then I got divorced almost 20 years ago. Actually, 20 years ago. And then I was born again Christian, and then I started seeing him off and on for 4 years, thinking I was going to change him. But you can't change another person, you can only change yourself. And then he shot me. He kept beating me on top of the head with a gun and kicking my legs and kept saying, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill you. And my youngest daughter and her husband and granddaughter were living with him at the time. And my granddaughter came up from the back, my daughter came up from the back room and tried to calm him down. And he turned to her and said, get out or I'll kill you too. That's all I remember. She tried to calm him down more, and he told her, if you call the police, I'll shoot her right in front of you and you could watch her die. She left, I didn't see her leave. And then the next thing I knew, he shot me. Point blank in the chest, one bullet. The bullet went through my heart, through my right lung and collapsed it, and it's paralyzed my diaphragm on the right side. And it's truly only by the grace of God I'm alive. I was on the respirator for 2 weeks. I was in intensive care, or critical care, for 18 days. I was in the hospital 5 weeks. My kids said I was hooked up to so many things that it was hard to get near me. So totally I went to 10 years of counseling that I said I didn't need. And I went to 2 counselors a week for 10 years that I said, oh, I don't need counseling. But I went to 2 counselors a week for 10 years. And I learned a lot about myself, about domestic violence, about abusers, and I just learned a lot. But it took me 5 years to get over the longing for him. And once I did that, then I kind of always forgave him for everything. And I guess once I got over the longing for him, it was totally forgiveness then.
How do you feel about guns before he shot you and after he shot you?
I never liked guns. I still don't like guns. Some people think they need to own a gun. But if they need to own a gun, that should be unloaded, locked up in separate containers with the separate containers from the bullets. And that's the way it should be. I still don't like guns, but, if it was up to me, I'd say no guns ever. But who am I? I'm just me. Be aware of your circumstances, safety, especially with guns, and even domestic violence, because nobody deserves to be abused in any way, shape, or form. And keep gun, if you feel like you need to own a gun, keep it locked up, unloaded, separately, the bullets and the guns separately locked up in separate containers. And keep the key on you, because kids or even teenagers or anybody can get it or find it. And disasters happen. I was shot with 1 bullet. It's a miracle I'm alive.